You ever feel like you're your own worst enemy? Like you know exactly what you should be doing, but for some reason you just don't? Well, you're not alone. Today we're going to dig into why that happens and, more importantly, how to stop getting in your own way. Okay, let's start with a scenario. I bet this sounds familiar. You wake up, you are full of energy, you're motivated. You tell yourself, today is the day. I'm going to eat healthy, I'm going to finish that project, I am going to be productive. And then real life happens. A few hours later, you're staring at the bottom of a pizza box, that project is still sitting there, and you've somehow watched 3 hours of videos about something you can't even remember. It's so frustrating, right? It feels like you're just a passenger in your own life. Now, first thing we do is blame ourselves. We think, ugh, I have no willpower, or I'm so lazy. But listen, what if it's not about willpower at all? What if the real reason is that your brain's autopilot is just on, and it's running a really, really old program? So to really understand this, we've got to meet the two different parts of your mind that are basically running your life. You've got the pilot, and you've got the autopilot. All right, let's break this down. The pilot, that's your conscious mind. It's the part of you that sets goals, makes plans, and thinks logically. But, and this is key, its power is pretty limited. Then you have the autopilot, your subconscious. This is the powerhouse. It runs all your habits, it drives your emotions, and its power is absolutely massive. And when I say massive, I mean it. Are you ready for this number? A staggering 95%. 95% of your day, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, is run by your subconscious autopilot. And this chart just lays it all out, doesn't it? That tiny little 5% sliver, that's your conscious pilot trying to steer the plane. But the other 95% of the time, the autopilot is in complete control, and it's just following the flight plan it was given a long, long time ago. And that's where self-sabotage kicks in. Your conscious pilot wants to go to a new destination, say the gym, but the autopilot's old program says, nope, we seek comfort, we avoid effort, we're heading for the couch. It's a power struggle, and well, you know who usually wins. But here is the most important part of this whole thing. You are not stuck with that old programming. You can absolutely update the software. You can take back the controls. I love this quote because it just nails it. Your conscious mind can set all the goals it wants, but if you want to actually achieve them, you have to get the subconscious mind on board. It's the goal getter. So think of your subconscious like a GPS. It's just following the last address you put in. The good news is you can give it a new destination anytime you want. You just have to know how to speak its language. Okay, so you're probably asking, how? How do I actually do this? Well, let's get into your reprogramming toolkit. We've got 3 really powerful ways to start updating that autopilot starting today. All right, meet your 3 new best friends: visualization, affirmations, and pattern interrupts. These aren't just buzzwords. These are the tools you're going to use to give your autopilot a new flight plan. First up, visualization. And this is so much more than just daydreaming. It's about creating a vivid, detailed movie in your mind of what you want. The key is to feel the emotions. Feel the pride, the joy, the relief, as if it's already happened. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between a real memory and a vividly imagined one. Next, we've got affirmations. Now, these are not just fluffy, feel-good quotes you see on social media. These are powerful I am statements, spoken in the present tense, that literally begin to overwrite old limiting beliefs. When you repeat, I am confident and capable, you are actively writing new code for your brain. And now, for my favorite one, your secret weapon, the pattern interrupt. Think of this as your emergency brake for negative thoughts. The second you noticed yourself starting to spiral into that old, familiar negative pattern, you use this to stop it dead in its tracks. So how do you do it? Honestly, you just do something weird, something to jolt your brain out of its rut. Physically stand up, snap your fingers, ask yourself a ridiculous question you don't know the answer to, or just say stop out loud. The goal isn't the action itself. It's to just break the circuit, creating a tiny space for you to choose a different thought. So what's the big takeaway here? It's that you have so much more control than you think. You are not a passenger. You are the captain of the ship. It's your mind, and you get to decide the destination. Your past may have written the original code, but it doesn't have to be the final version. Every single day, with every thought you choose, you are creating a new flight plan. You are actively taking the controls. So I'll leave you with this question to think about.
What's the very first destination you're going to program into your GPS? What's one small, outdated program you're ready to update starting right now? The controls are yours.